Good morning, everyone. Today is April 4th, 2022. My name is Karen Bodenschatz. I serve as Associate Pastor at First Lutheran Church in Onalaska, and this is my morning musing. Look, a morning musing that actually happens in the morning. Friends, we're getting there, getting these earlier and earlier on a Monday morning, and I'll get that put into my schedule somehow so that you can see these first thing, as many of you have said you enjoy doing. But as I'm trying to figure that out, I'm thinking a lot about space. One of the reasons why is because how do I make space in my Sunday so that I can record this so that it can be posted on Monday, so that then I have the space that I need in my day on Monday to do the prep work that I do. It's complicated, but the reason that I've been thinking about it in that way is because I have been, since the end of last year, listening to and reading the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. I've been listening to a lot of James Clear interviews as he talks about what he means by atomic habits. And one of his key things is, well, number one, that when we try to build habits, we first need to figure out who we want to be. And once we've figured out who we want to be in the world, then we can figure out how do we make our way there in small, attainable steps. And there's 4 different things that we have to think about when we're habits. I'm not going to talk about all of that, but one is to make it easy. And the ways that we make that easy, one of the ways anyways, is to create space and also time. So he says, give your habits a time and a space to live in the world. Which is what I have been working on most of this year. And so one of the physical ways that you see that in my home is that every room in my apartment now has a new purpose. I've moved everything. So where I'm sitting used to be my living room. It's now the studio. This little backdrop, except for that part. Don't look at that part. Those are things that need to find a home. Is the video studio. I have my sewing machine and hopefully one day a spinning wheel set up over there. All of our painting stuff is over there. And then my bedrooms, now the living room, guest bedrooms now. Anyways, you don't need to know all of that. I've created a whole different kind of space that is more in line with who I would like to be. But I'd also like to be a person that reads in the morning again. But it's really hard for me to read when my reading chair is full of laundry. So we have to figure that out. But one of the stories that he tells in this book is about Massachusetts General Hospital in Boston. And they were trying to increase the amount of water that people were drinking in the cafeteria because they noticed that most people would just grab a soda in a fountain or in the cases. And they tried to figure out why was that? Well, it turns out that the soda was placed in kind of the pathway that people would move through while they were in the cafeteria. It was very convenient, very easy. But the water was like tucked in a corner. You couldn't really get to it very easily. It wasn't very obvious where it was. So what they did, this is crazy. What they did was they moved the water to where it was easier to access, where it was really obvious here, choose water. And what happened was that soda sales at the hospital dropped 11.4% over 3 months, and bottled water increased by 25.8%. That's crazy. Just moving stuff, just making space, recreating the space helped change people's habits. The reason I'm telling you all of this is because I've been doing a lot of thinking about what that means for us as First Lutheran. As we set the values, we've set welcome all, be community, serve our neighbor. Those are our values. That's who we want to be as a church. So now what? What are the ways that we look at our physical space? How are we using our time together that would support those particular values? What encourages people to gather as community in our church, in our physical church? All of those questions have been buzzing in my head as we think about who we're going to be as we finish out a program year, have a summer, and then start up again in the fall. And I had a really good kind of initial conversation with a group of people yesterday as we're thinking about that. And it's all because of this book, Atomic Habits. I highly encourage you. I highly, highly recommend this book. It's been one of those books that is life-changing. I haven't finished it yet because I've been slowly reading it. I'm about a little over halfway through, but I have to read it and then digest it. If you want a sense of who James Clear is, he has a great newsletter that's really short. It's 3 quotes, 3 ideas from him, 2 quotes, and a question. If you would like that, let me know. I can send you the link so you can sign up. Friends, I hope to see you very, very soon. I hope to have this kind of conversation with you as we dig deeper into who it is that we are as the body of Christ at First Lutheran Church. Wednesday night is our last Holden evening prayer. Sunday is Palm Sunday with the pancake breakfast. I hope to see you at one of those events. Palm Sunday would be a great time, if you haven't already, to come on back to worshiping with us in our space. And of course, worship every day during Holy Week. You can look up those times on our website. I really do hope to see you then. Until then, be well, be kind, for Christ is with you.